right, everybody. I've had a special request from our friend Bill, who wants to sweat because I think he's been eating too many bonbons over the holidays. So our first kind of request class came in for a class working on shoulders, eyes, and low back. And he would like to sweat out some of the Christmas holidays, and I think some of this last year. So it's actually January 1st today that we're recording this. So Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And we're going to start seated this morning. Make sure you have any props that you need close by. Maybe turn the heat up in your space a little bit. If you've got a little space heater, maybe have it nearby. We're going to get a little bit warm today. Send the crown of the head upwards towards the ceiling above you. Pull the chin ever so slightly back towards the throat and just start to settle and tune in. The eyes are closed, and you're beginning to notice your breath. And that breath is passing in and out through the nose, slow and steady. Just working to slow that breathing down. And make every inhale a little deeper than the one just before it. Being sure to empty the lungs completely, squeezing all of the stale air out. So since we're working on the eyes today, being sure to take off your glasses if you wear them, making sure that you're not wearing contacts. Let your eyes just open and find a single point in front of you to look at. Gazing intently at that single point, imagining now a clock, and take your eyes straight up to 12, and then down to 6. Look up, look down, look up, down, up, down, up, down. Look forward, close the eyes for a moment. And as you open the eyes, look to 3 o'clock, all the way to the right, and then all the way to the left, to 9, to the right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Look forward, blink a couple of times, and then close the eyes. Breathing deeply. Feel the muscles that control the eyes' movement. And then open the eyes. And we're going to look to the top right corner, bottom left corner. Up to the top right, bottom left, up to the right, down to the left, top right, bottom left, top right, bottom left. Look center, blink. Good. Top left, bottom right, top left, bottom right, top left, bottom right, top left, bottom right, top left, bottom right. Look forward, blink, close the eyes. And then opening the eyes, look up to the top to 12, then we look to 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're looking straight down to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Now go from 12 to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. Straight ahead, blink the eyes, close them for a moment. One last exercise, open the eyes, look straight ahead. Take your right arm out in front of you, point your thumb straight up. Bring that hand into center and look at your thumb. Now choose a point straight out in front of you that you can look at intently. And now we're going to go to the thumb, straight ahead. Thumb, ahead. Thumb, look at the tip of your nose. Thumb, tip of the nose. Thumb, straight ahead. Thumb, nose. Thumb, nose. Thumb, straight ahead. Thumb, straight ahead. Thumb, straight ahead. Thumb, tip of the nose. Thumb, straight ahead. Thumb, straight ahead. Thumb, tip of the nose. Thumb, tip of the nose. Thumb, tip of the nose. Straight ahead. Tip of the nose. Straight ahead. Thumb. Close the eyes. Lower the right hand down. Keeping the eyes closed, bring your palms together and start to vigorously rub your hands together. So you're putting quite a bit of pressure between them and rubbing a little faster, going quickly, creating heat between those hands. Go, go, go. Quick, quick, quick. Keep it up. Create some heat. Now take those warm hands, cup them over the softly closed eyes. Allowing the heat from those hands to relax the muscles. Good. Let the hands come away from the face, allowing some of the light to penetrate the eyes as they open. Hands slowly moving away, and then the hands come down to your lap. Good. Let's come up into a downward facing dog now. So this is more of an intermediate type of practice for those of you that have a little bit of experience with yoga. So as we move into perhaps some more challenging postures, or we move a little quicker, you're still doing so safely. Hands are at a shoulder distance width. Fingers spread wide. Push the chest back. Press those heels down. Draw the shoulders gently up and back, away from those ears. And as you listen to the sound of the breath, try to block everything else out other than the sound of the instructions as you move. Let go of the thoughts. Good. As you inhale, come forward to the top of a push-up. You can do your push-up from the toes. You can also modify by coming down to the knees, listening to what the shoulders and the wrists are telling you today. Especially those of you with shoulder issues, better to take a bit of the weight out than cause a lot of extra strain. Now tuck the tail, pull the low belly in. Continue to breathe deeply in and out through your nose. And as you inhale, look slightly forward. As you exhale, lower as slowly as your breath length will allow, and then curl into your first cobra, bhujangasana. Stretch the toes back, kneecaps are lifted. Try to let your back muscles do the work here for you. Not a lot of work happening with the hands and the arms. Take another inhale, come up just a bit higher, tuck the toes, float the hips to the sky, downward dog, and breathe. Breathing in and breathing out, slow and steady. Ready now to move. We inhale onto the toes, soften the knees and look forward. Exhale, the feet come up to the hands. We inhale to a flat back. And exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale, circle the arms up and look up. Exhale, palms together, hands to the heart. We inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Turn the palms out, swan dive forward. Inhale, come up halfway to lengthen. Plant your hands, step back, top of a push-up again. Breathe. Tailbone tucked, belly firm. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower with control. Curl to cobra. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Breathe deeply. Starting to wake the body up. Try to always move with the breath, keeping the body and the mind connected through that breath. On your next inhale, rise high on the toes, soften the knees and look forward, and exhale, your feet come up to your hands. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, circle the arms up, lift the chin, look up, palms touch, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway up to lengthen. Exhale to the top of a push-up. Hold that plank again, breathe. Building a bit of upper body strength, helping to increase bone density here. Strengthening the heart, strengthening the lungs. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale to your cobra. And exhale to your downward dog. Breathe here. Now we're going to start to add some movement. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Take your feet to a hip distance stance, drawing right hip back, left hip forward. With your next inhale, reach the arms up. And sit the hips down a little deeper. Try not to let that right knee fall too far out to the right. Lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Shoulders stay down, away from the ears. Take another inhale, reaching up. Exhale, and the palms come down. Inhale to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale through cobra. Exhale to your downward dog. Immediately lift the left leg up. Exhale and step it forward. So widen the feet, slide that right leg back. Square the hips, and when you're ready, inhale, take the arms up into your crescent warrior. Let the hips melt down towards the ground. Try to keep that right leg as straight as you can. Lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Take one more inhale. Exhale, and the arms come down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to your cobra. Tuck the toes, take it back to down dog, and we hold here, and we breathe. In through the nose, and out through the nose. Good, let's inhale, high on the toes, soften the knees and look forward and let your feet come forward to your hands. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, circle the arms up. Lift the chin, look up. Palms touch, bring your hands through to your heart. Now look forward, inhale, circle the arms up. Holding onto your left wrist, lean to the right. Try to keep those hips pointing straight ahead. Gently tugging that left arm with the right hand, stretching it out. Both shoulders still down, away from the ears. Inhale, come back up. Change sides as you exhale. Holding the right wrist, lean to the left. Try not to let the left side of the chest roll back behind you. Stretch out that right arm. On an inhale, come back up. Separate the hands, tuck the tail, lift the chin, take a deep breath in, and take your back bend, pushing the hips forward, lean the upper body back. Make sure you're able to breathe deeply here. On the inhale, come up to the top, turn the palms out and swan dive all the way down. Look forward and lengthen the spine. Take a grip on the back of the legs, pull yourself into a forward fold. Elbows are bending, flaring out to the sides. Toes are taking half of the weight here. Good, as you inhale, straight arms, flat back, look forward, plant your hands on the ground, step back to the top of a push-up. Breathe deeply. In through the nose, out through the nose. On your inhale, look forward. On your exhale, lower slow. Curl to your cobra and take it back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Now let's plant the left foot on a 45 and inhale it up into Virabhadrasana or Warrior One. Right hip coming back, left hip coming forward. Right knee bent deep over the right ankle. Keep working to draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Take another inhale, reach for the ceiling above you. Exhale, release the hands down. Plant both palms, step back to plank, lower with control. Cobra. And back to downward dog. Left leg lifts on the inhale, steps forward on the exhale. Right foot plants. Inhale, Warrior One, left side. Left hip back, right hip forward. Focusing on the inhale and the exhale. Take one more inhale, reach tall, exhale, and the arms come down. Plant both palms, inhale, top of a push-up, lower with control. Cobra, and downward dog. Holding here, breathing. Shoulders pull back, away from the ears, grip with those fingers. Push the earth away. Good, so we're going to do a full warrior series before we come to the top of the mat. So inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward. Left foot now plants 90 degrees to that right foot, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, leading with the left arm, windmill it up into Warrior Two. Try to stack shoulders over hips, chest turned open to the left. Right knee bent deeply over that right ankle, move the knee towards the baby toe edge of the foot. Keep drawing that low belly in towards the spine and take one more inhale.
Exhale, windmill the hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot forward. Right foot on the 90 now. When you're ready, windmill it up into your warrior two. Left side. Look down that straight left arm. Pass the tip of that left middle finger. Keep extending upwards through the crown. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Try to keep that left big toe turned in just a little bit. Moving the knee towards the baby toe edge of the foot at the same time. Good. We're going to take one more inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Inhale to plank. Lower through your vinyasa. Cobra. And downward dog. We hold and we breathe. Mentally preparing yourselves. We did warrior one, we did warrior two. We'll next move into a warrior three. So when you're ready, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Lift your left leg up behind you. Start to lift your shoulders up to the height of your hips or higher if you need to get the torso in line with the extended left leg. Can you take your arms like jet airplane wings? Little squeeze between those shoulder blades. Shoulders up a little bit. Extend forward through the crown and press back through that left heel here. Let's clasp the hands here behind the back. Give those shoulders a nice stretch. Squeeze between the blades. Try not to lift the arms up. Try to send the knuckles back. Find length. Work to your edge. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Step the left foot back and then the right foot back. You're at the top of a push-up. Lower on an exhale. Inhale into your cobra. Exhale into your downward dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale it forward. Inhale, right leg up. Start to lift the shoulders up. Send the arms back like jet airplane wings. Level out your hips. Push back through that right heel. Now this time as you clasp the hands behind the back, try to go opposite fingers on top. Squeeze the hands together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the shoulders drawn down and away from the ears. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, release your hands down. Step your right foot back and then your left foot back. On an exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. If you need more of a rest, those of you that are experienced practitioners know that you can always take child's pose. Listen to your body. Listen to your breath. On an inhale, float up high on the toes, soften the knees, look forward, and exhale, your feet come up to your hands. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen, and exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, circle the arms up, lift the chin, look up, palms together, hands to the heart, look forward. Inhale, circle the arms up. Keep the hands separated and lean to your right. Push your left hip out to the left. Hug the upper arms in towards the ears. Look out to the left, just in front of that arm. Try not to look back behind the arm. Let's hold on to the left wrist now. Take the weight into the left foot. Float your right leg out to the right. Push out through the heel of the ball of the foot. Take one more inhale. Lower the foot down. Inhale, center. Palms face one another. Lean to your left. Look out to the right. Push your right hip out to the right. Hold on to your right wrist. Take the weight into that right foot. And send your left leg out to the left. Breathing. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, set the left foot down. Inhale to center. Turn your palms out, circle the arms around, and plant the hands on the small of the back. Hug the elbows in as you push the hips forward. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, lean back, looking either up or straight back. Keep lifting the heart towards the ceiling. And if you're comfortable in back bends, you can start to walk the hands down the backs of those legs. Place your hands on your low back. Inhale, slowly come up. Look forward, fingers coming around to the front of the hips, thumbs around the back. Widen your feet to hip distance. Inhale, lift through the crown. Exhale, fold. Come all the way down and bind your big toes. Look forward as you inhale. Pull yourself into an active forward bend as you exhale. So use the strength of the arms. Flare the elbows. Pull the shoulders back away from the ears. Fingers pull up on the toes with the same intensity that the toes push down into those fingers. Good. As you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance apart. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward. Left foot plants 90 degrees. Right forearm to the right thigh, left hand to the left hip. Turn your right palm up to face the ceiling. Roll the left shoulder back, and then float the left arm up as you look up at your thumb. Turn your palm forward and take the arm over the ear without bending the elbow. Your right knee should still be directly over your right ankle. Pull that low belly in towards the spine. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, look down to that right foot. Let's inhale, come up. Left hand down the left leg, right palm faces the ceiling as you take the right arm up and back. Peaceful warrior. Breathe deeply. Take another inhale, really reach it back. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Come on to the back toes. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower with control. Cobra to downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward. Right foot now 90 degrees. Left forearm to left thigh. Right hand to right hip. Roll the right shoulder back. Float the right arm up. Look up at your thumb. Turn your palm forward and take the arm over the ear. And again, don't bend the elbow. Keep that right arm straight, creating that diagonal line right down the torso to that right ankle. Keep that left knee bent deeply over that left ankle. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, look down to your left foot. Inhale, come up. Right hand slides down the right leg. Left palm faces up as you take the left arm up and then back over that left ear. Spiral that chest. Open to the left. Keep sliding that right hand further and further down that right leg. Beautiful. Take one more inhale. Reach. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Cobra to downward dog. Hold here and breathe. Press those heels down, push the chest back. Beautiful. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, lower your knees. Walk your hands around to the left. Swing your feet back behind you, and take your knees as wide as they'll go. Take your ankles as wide as your knees are wide, and try to keep your hips and your knees lined up with one another. So you don't want to bring your hips too far forward. You don't want to sit your hips back towards the heels. Let's relax to our forearms. Coming into our frog pose, flex both your feet. Pull the low belly in, and now relax your head down. Close your eyes. Feel those inner thighs and hips slowly beginning to open up. And as you gain the ability to go further, maybe your knees slide even further apart. Imagine the flexibility that would be necessary to get your inner thighs to completely touch the ground. The hips and the low back are so intimately connected. Keep flexing those feet. Keep melting those inner thighs towards the ground. Try not to fidget. Try not to look around. Try to be completely immersed in the posture, completely immersed in your breath. Let your big toes come together. Slowly press up to your palms. And as you straighten your arms, let your thighs come in a little bit, and then turn back to the front of your yoga mat and take it back to a downward dog position. And take a moment here to stretch it out. Pressing the heels down, pushing the chest gently back. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower your knees down. Keeping your hands shoulder distance, lower your elbows down directly behind your wrists so your forearms are parallel to one another. Relax your head, look back towards your knees. Toes are still tucked. Take it up to down dog on your forearms. Pushing the chest back, pressing the heels down. Now walk your feet back, let your hips settle down, let your shoulders come over your elbows so you're in plank pose. And if you need to modify, set the knees down. Keep the tailbone tucked, the low belly lifted. Set your knees down. Set your belly down, widen your elbows, make a pillow, stacking your hands, and lie on your left ear. Big toes come together, heels fall apart. And just breathe here. And as you separate your feet to a hip distance stance, toes pointing straight back behind you, lift your head, come up onto your forearms, and come up into your Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel. Start to grip your mat with the pads of your fingers, pulling the chest forward as you lift the chin. Look forward, lifting through the crown of the head, and now close your eyes. And if the shoulders at all start to hunch up around the ears, you can try walking those hands and elbows just a little bit further forward. Try to work on elongating your spine in this posture. Notice what you're feeling in those shoulders, in those arms, throughout the length of your spine. Take another full inhale, and as you exhale, widen your elbows, lowering your chest, stack your palms, lie on your right ear, big toes together, heels apart. Wiggle the hips back and forth a few times, and then stop. And relax the low back. Bring your ankles together and send your left arm straight out in front of you, forehead to the ground, right arm circles back beside you. Bend your right knee and grab a hold of the top of your right foot or the front of your right ankle with your hand. Spread those right toes. Extend that left leg as straight as you can, really pushing into the top of the foot, pushing into the left palm. Inhale, send the chin forward, lift through the back of the head. Start to pull your right thigh away from the floor, but try to keep your thighs next to one another. Push your foot into your hand. Feel that stretch in the shoulder as well. Take another inhale, lift that right leg even higher. Exhale, lower the leg, lower your forehead, release the foot, and send your right arm forward. Bend your left knee and send your left arm back. Grab a hold of the top of the foot or the front of the ankle. Spread the toes. Press into that right foot and that right palm. Inhale, send the chin forward, lift through the back of the head. Start to peel that left thigh up, off the ground. Keep spreading the toes, pushing the foot into the hand. Make sure you're still breathing. Let's take one more inhale. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, lower. Forehead down. Bring your left arm forward. Make a pillow with the hands. Turn your head to the right. Big toes touch. Heels fall apart. Relax the low back. If it feels good to wiggle the hips a few times, do so. Breathe. Now we're going to do the full expression of Dhanurasana, our upward bow. So bring your forehead to the ground, ankles together. Circle the arms back alongside you, bend both knees, and catch a hold of the tops of the feet or the front of the ankles. And once you've caught that grip, try to bring your thighs together. Spread your toes, push your feet into your hands. Inhale, send the chin forward, lift through the back of the head. Try to peel both thighs now up off the ground. Try to lift the chest as well. Keep pushing your feet or your ankles into your hands. Little squeeze between those shoulder blades. Let's take one more inhale, lift everything up, and then lower yourself down. Forehead down, feet down. Hands beside the chest. In slow motion, press up to the knees and take it all the way back into your child's pose. Try to relax the entire length of your spine. Arms can be out in front of you, alongside you. They can support the head. Try to let your hips fall towards those heels. Slow the breathing down. Slow the heart rate down. Now with your hands on either side of your head, push into your palms. Slowly press yourself up. Thighs come together. Roll over to one hip and let your legs extend out in front of you for Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. So do you need any sort of assistance with the lift underneath the edge of the seat? Make sure all 10 of your toes are pulling back towards you.
Pull the flesh out from underneath those two sitting bones, those ischial tuberosities. All 10 of your toes pull back, shoulders back over those hips. Inhale, let your arms float up alongside the ears. As you exhale, lean your heart towards your toes. Inhale, come back up and extend taller. Exhale, lean forward, reach across the room. One more time, inhale, come up, extend and reach. Belly pulls in, lean forward, relax the arms down, take a gentle grip. And as you draw the low belly in towards the spine, send the chest through the upper arms as close to the toes as it'll go. And now relax the head, close the eyes, breathe deeply, breathe slowly. Surrender your body to gravity. Try to relax through that low back, through the hamstrings. Where are you feeling the tension and the tightness begin? Can you direct the breath to those areas? Try to melt some of that tension away. Try to soften that tightness. Stopping the fidgeting, the comparing, and just be here in your body, exactly where you're meant to be today. As you inhale, look forward, and as you exhale, reach across the room again. Inhale, come all the way up, palms turn out as you circle the arms down, removing that lift from under the seat if it's there. Bending your legs, planting your feet hip distance width apart. Planting your hands behind you, shoulder distance width apart, about a foot or so back behind those hips. Fingers can point forward or straight back. And now looking at your navel, push into the palms and feet. Inhale, lift those hips up. Send your knees forward over your ankles. Try to keep the shoulders over the wrists. You can look down the front of the body, straight up to the ceiling, or all the way back behind you. Find your edge. Try to keep the knee right over top of the ankle. Push down through the feet, push down through those hands. Inhale, lift the hips even higher, look forward and lower the buttocks down. Inhale, take it right up into boat Navasana. Lift the chest, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Try to straighten the legs as much as you can without dropping your torso back. Squeeze those legs together. Take another inhale, lift the toes a little higher. Exhale, plant the feet hip distance. Bring the hands back to shoulder distance behind you. One more time, let's go up into our reverse table. Work to your edge. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Take another inhale, lift the hips even higher, look forward, lower the feet down. Inhale, Navasana, boat pose. Breathe deeply. Breathe slowly. Take another inhale, lift the toes a little higher. Exhale, lower your feet. Lower down to your forearms one at a time. Roll your back down to the ground and draw your knees loosely into your chest. Hug them in with your hands and just rock side to side. Roll back to center, set your feet down on the ground. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Making sure that that ankle bone is off to the left of the thigh. Start to draw your left knee into your chest. Making sure that your right lower leg is parallel to the ground. Slip your right arm in between your two legs And you can either reach around for the back of the thigh, clasping the hands there. You can reach for the shin just below the knee. Flex both feet now. Pull your left knee in toward your chest, but push your right knee forward at the same time. Try not to let your low back pull away from the ground. Breathing into that right hip, right buttock. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Chin is tucked, the back of the neck is long here. Take another inhale, draw that left leg in even closer, release the grip of the hands, set your left foot down, set your right foot back down on the ground. Cross your left ankle over your right knee now. Flex the foot, spread the toes, draw your right knee into your chest now. Making sure that that left shin is parallel to the ground as your left hand slides between the legs and you reach around to grip either the front of the right leg or the back of the right leg, whatever you can reach comfortably. Keep that low back now down on the ground. Pull that right leg in, but press the left knee away at the same time. Chin is tucked, back of the neck stays long. Try to breathe as deeply and as slowly as you can. Keep pulling that right leg in, keep pushing that left knee away. Take one more inhale, draw that right knee in a little more as you exhale. Release your hands, set your right foot down, set your left foot down. Bring your arms to a T, palms face the ceiling. Slide your heels as close to as you can and then walk your feet together. Let the soles of the feet connect. Let your knees release down towards the ground. And now bend at your elbow and point your fingers straight back behind you. But if the backs of the hands really start to pull away from the floor, take your hands out a little wider until you feel as though the arms are relaxed and you feel an opening across the chest. Maybe through the shoulder area. Keep the chin tucked, the neck long. Breathe deeply. Breathe slowly, letting gravity pull those knees down towards the ground. On your next inhale, let your knees come up. Keep your heels close to the body. Maybe even walk them in a little closer if you can. But now heel toe your feet as wide as your mat is wide, letting your knees fall towards each other. Keeping the arms as they are, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, let your knees go to the right as your head turns to the left. So you're just rolling onto the outer edge of your right foot and the inner edge of your left. Can you walk that left foot a little bit out to the left here? Feeling a deeper stretch through the hip, down the leg. Try to keep your facial muscles relaxed and soft. And then let your left foot walk back so it's back where it started. And inhale, let your head and your knees come up. Exhale, knees travel left, head turns right. Pause and breathe and notice. And then see if you can walk that right foot out to the right a bit more. Keeping both shoulders heavy on the ground. Gravity pulling that right knee closer and closer to your mat.
then allowing that right foot to walk back in. Wait for the inhale. Head and knees come up. Walk the feet towards each other. Draw your knees now into your chest. Reach up for the knees with the hands and just rock side to side. So the knees can be together. The knees can come apart slightly. They can go really wide. What feels best as you massage your back here? And as you rock from side to side, thinking about some type of an inversion that you would like to bring your body into today. Is it headstand? Is it shoulder stand? Is it legs up the wall? Is it a supported shoulder stand at the wall? What does your body need at this time? Maybe not what you always gravitate to doing. Maybe choosing the one that you kind of shy away from more, because oftentimes that's what the body actually needs. And when you're ready, safely make your way into an inversion. We'll spend a few minutes in that posture, making sure that you're safe, making sure that you're breathing deeply. Letting the blood drain from the feet, from the legs, pulled by gravity, back to the heart. And that heart now working a little bit harder to get that blood back up the body, fighting gravity a bit. It's considered a passive strengthening exercise for the heart. Making sure your inhales are full and your exhales are complete. If you're in headstand and would you like to work into a few variations, you can. If you're in shoulder stand, you can do the same. Any variations of shoulder stand. So not moving right into plow, but doing a few variations of shoulder stand itself. Be that candlestick, Baddha Konasana, splits, wide or forward and back. Making sure that if you're doing a right and a left side, that you hold each one for the same time, both sides. If you're working in shoulder stand, move into your plow pose for the last few breaths. If you're working in your headstand, slowly dismantle the pose, and you're going to take 3 to 5 breaths in child's pose. Once you take 3 to 5 breaths in your child's pose, you can do a nice counter stretch with rabbit. Remembering that in rabbit, the thighs are together, tops of the feet are on the ground, and the top of the head is right in front of the knees as you hold your heels and lift the hips away from them. Just giving the neck a really nice stretch. Holding that for 3 to 5 breaths. If you're in plow, hands either on the low back or palms to the earth, start to roll your upper back down to the ground. Coming down through the mid-back area and down to the low back. And then lowering both legs with control. If you've come out of your rabbit, come around to lie on your back.
preparing for bridge. So if you have any lift underneath your shoulders for your shoulder stand, you're going to want to remove that first. Planting your heels in front of your buttocks at a hip distance width. Arms tight to the sides, palms pressing down, tailbone tucks. Inhale, lift the hips up. So you can either take the bridge or take the wheel if that's your preference today. Lots of options in our practice. If you're taking the bridge, you also have the option to clasp the hands, climbing really high up onto those triceps and shoulders. If you're moving into wheel, make sure those hands are at a shoulder distance width as you work towards straightening the arms and straightening the legs. Try not to let the weight roll to the outer edges of the feet. Really push into the big toes and the inner heels. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower safely down, pausing there at the bottom. And then very loosely drawing your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. Preparing to come into our final spinal twist to end our practice. So come back to center and take your arms to a T. Palms are down, hands at shoulder height or just slightly lower. Flex the feet, squeeze the legs together and take a deep breath in. Exhale, legs drift right, head turns left. Try not to separate the legs and don't actually let them touch right down. The left shoulder stays on the ground and your head is turned as far to the left as it can possibly go. Now inhale, head and knees meet at center, and we change sides on the exhale. Hovering there. Asking those obliques, those abdominal muscles, to help support the weight of the legs here. A little bit of weight in the arms. Inhale, center. Exhale, legs right, head left. Inhale to center. Change sides. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, legs to the right. Let the feet touch down as your head turns to the left. You can turn your palms up if you prefer. Try to close your eyes. Try to relax your whole body here. Soften your face. Do your best to relax your jaw. You can take your right hand if you'd like, reach up for your left hip, and then slide your hand down the leg towards the knee, adding a little bit of weight to those legs without force. Aiding gravity and pulling those legs all the way over to the right. Try to keep your head just as it was, turned as far to the left as possible. Feeling that really nice stretch along the right side of the neck. As you release your right arm back down, take both palms, turn them back down to the ground as you flex your feet. Wait for the inhale. Head and knees come up. Legs now move left. Head turns to the right, relaxing your feet before your right shoulder pulls away from the ground. And then again, palms can face up or down, your choice. Take a few deep breaths here. Really breathing into that open and exposed right lung. If you'd like, your left hand can reach up for that right hip, slide the hand down the leg towards that right knee, adding a bit of weight, deepening the twist perhaps.
Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, slow and steady. Last full inhale. Exhale that left arm down, both palms turn down. Engage the legs and inhale to center. Reach up for the knees with your hands and just rock side to side. Make it feel good for your back. So if that means legs wide, legs close, your choice. You are your best teacher. Come back to center, squeeze the legs together. Let your toes curl around towards the soles of the feet, and then draw your forehead or your chin up towards your knees and wrap the arms, if you can, even more tightly around those legs. Let's take another deep breath in, and as you hold the breath, begin to squeeze the face, scalp, neck, shoulders, arms, torso, legs, feet. Squeeze and release. Lower yourself down. Maybe you're reaching for your blanket. Maybe an eye pillow if you've got one. They're awfully nice to block out the light within the space. Make your way into Shavasana. That final pose of rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Make sure the arms and the legs are on the same diagonal lines. Chin is tucked, and the back of the neck is long. Separate your molars, relax your jaw. Maybe move that lower jaw side to side a few times, and then relax. Behind your closed eyelids, take your gaze to that space right between your eyebrows. And as you look intently there, what do you see? Light? A particular color? Does an image come to mind? Don't judge what you see, but notice it. And if and when the eyes fatigue and need a little break, allow them to relax. Just gazing straight ahead at the back of the eyelids for as long as you need to, before looking again up and into that space between the brow. That place of intuition. That third eye. Whenever you find yourself wandering off to another place, to another thought, very lovingly and very patiently, bring yourself back to the task at hand. Your body in Shavasana, your gaze between the brow. Take rest. Take rest. Take rest.
allow your breath to deepen and lengthen. Taking your gaze from the space between the brows, taking your focus down to your heart. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Moving hands and feet, wrists and ankles. Turning your head side to side. And as your head rolls back to center, take your right hand, place it over your belly, just above your navel, and take your left hand and place it just over your heart. And notice how you feel. And if and where there's been a shift, physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Thanking yourself for this practice. Release your hands now, bring your legs together and stretch your arms up over your head. Take a long deep breath in, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, arms to the sides and knees to the chest, rocking from side to side. Eventually rolling over onto your right side and pausing here in this fetal position. And again, notice, check in. Press your left hand to the floor in front of your chest, pressing through the right arm as well. Make your way up to a seated position. Sit comfortably cross-legged. Stacking ears over shoulders and shoulders over hips. Bring your hands to your heart center into Anjali Mudra. Bowing the chin towards the chest. Thank you for allowing me to share these teachings of yoga with you today. Hinging from your hips, letting your forehead come towards the floor in front of you. Your hands can come down to support you if needed. And take a moment to seal in this practice. And as you seal it in, try to let it go as well. There's no need to hold on to it, to judge it in any way, to compare it. Just let it be. Release it out into the ether, let it go. The divine light within me graciously acknowledges that same divine light within you. Namaste. Thanks everybody for practicing today. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions about anything that we're doing in classes, please feel free to reach out. And Happy New Year, happy 2021. It's going to be a great year.